Hello, this is R2. Today I'll talk about all the hidden expenses you'll come across if you decide to buy your first motorcycle. So, you want a bike, huh? Good. First things first, the license. This is different in every country, so just check the local prices and reviews of motorcycle schools and go for the best one. Now, as you might be hearing it, I'm French. Here we have a theoretic exam about all the regulations on the road before being able to hop on a bike. So the total numbers of hours you'll have to take before the exam differs. In France, it's 20 hours minimum. Rough estimate of the theoretical plus practical exam in France would be 900 to 1300 euros. Now, you can cheap out on this part, but just know that a good trainer will help you to learn and feel safe on the bike a lot faster. Nothing's worse than a guy who's yelling at you while you're brain farting on the bike, not knowing what to do. Obviously, you're gonna need a gear to abide the law and to protect you in case you go down. And you're eventually gonna go down. Trust me, I know. Depending on where you're located, you might be required to wear only a helmet. Now, you can if you want. A squid is gonna squid. And if you want to ride in shorts, go ahead, my friend. For reasonable people here, I'd recommend to buy CE gloves, a CE jacket, and at least wear jeans and shoes that go up to the ankle. And also, make sure to tie them correctly so they don't fly off if you crash. The price for entry-level gear is approximately 100 euros for the helmet, 100 euros for a good jacket, 50 euros for gloves, and 100 euros for boots. Now, you might want to add a rain jacket and a rain pants, because you'll learn pretty fast that you cannot predict the weather. Great, now you're finally ready to ride a motorcycle. Just buy one within your budget and you'll pay a bit much to insure it at first, sure, but it'll be fine. Wrong. First of all, you'll probably not stay within your budget when buying your first motorcycle. Trust me, I know. Now, insurance. It can get really expensive if you're a beginner, and it should not be an overlooked cost. This will depend on your country, your age, your experience, where you live, if you have a garage, if your motorcycle gets stolen a lot. Just make simulations online before choosing your bike to get a yearly estimate of the cost. It'll always be cheaper if you go for the yearly expense instead of the monthly payments. Yes, you got a bike. Okay. Great, congratulations. Boom! New costs. Maintenance. The number of kilometers or miles between each maintenance is usually smaller on a motorcycle compared to a car. Depending on the brand of your bike and if it's recent or not, price may vary. A Japanese bike is always going to be cheaper to maintain than for example, an Italian bike. Yamaha and Ducati have a lot of difference in their prices. Also, the lifespan of a motorcycle, kilometer-wise, is much shorter than a car. 40k kilometers on a motorcycle is high mileage. Anyways, also keep that in mind when buying a bike. Now, maybe you have skills and you can do your bike maintenance by yourself. Sure, that is a great way to limit costs. But to do that, you'll need tools. One you might be missing is a center stand. Another expense. A center stand is something I recommend to every biker because it makes cleaning and lubing your chain much easier. Chain cleaning and chain lubing? Other expenses. Okay, I think we're done with the necessary costs of owning a motorcycle. But wait, there is more. You might want to modify your bike after owning it for a few weeks, or right off the bat, if you're like me. Bike parts are big expenses, and it's really hard to resist. I personally enjoy working on my bike and putting new parts on it as much as riding it. Finally, there might be some few bits you might also want to buy. For example, you might need a phone holder. Also, if you ride in a group, you might want to use a communications device that you could attach to your helmet. I've never had a chance to use those, but a lot of friends recommend them. In conclusion, are motorcycles cheaper than cars? Probably, but you have to be aware of the hidden costs when you want a motorcycle. In reality, very rare are the people that buy motorcycles to strictly put miles on them and use on a day-to-day basis. Buying a motorcycle is something that usually comes from a passion. It's not necessarily reasonable, but the fun, the freedom, and the thrill you get while riding will make you forget all of the money you spent on it.